Hey guys, JT Pix here. Before I start the video, I just want to say over 60% of you guys aren't subscribed, and if you wouldn't mind doing a favor, quickly just subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see when new videos are coming. I put quite a bit of work into these. Okay, now onto the video. So I wanted to make this video shorter. Originally it was going to be my top 10 favorite artists, and these are artists of all time that I love. Now I love hundreds of musicians. I listen to hundreds of musicians. But to say that there are 10 that stand out is kind of hard for me to say. To say there are 5 that stand out, that's a little easier because I already have my top 3 chosen already. 4, and 5, also. So you know what, let's just dive in. Here are my top 5 favorite artists of all time. So first, we're gonna go into number 5, and I gotta say, I'm gonna mention 2 honorable mentions because really it was three spots that were fighting for the top 5, and these 3, well, they had a really good bout. It ended up me picking whoever's discography I liked more consistently. Whoever's albums that each track I liked and I didn't dislike. So, honorable mention number 1, we have Lecrae. Yeah, Lecrae was in it for the top 5. And honorable mention number 2 is NF. NF had a really strong, he almost made it. But literally by this much, he didn't make it. So here's number 5. Number 5 is Gavi. Gavi, when it came to choosing who would make it, Gavi has dropped 1, 2, 3 EPs, quite a few singles, 3 albums, and I love each and every song he's released. Each and every song he's produced, I love. That's what eventually booted out Lecrae, getting me to realize that Gavi, he's produced quite a few of Lecrae's tracks. Number 4, we have Toby Mac. Look, from the age of 4 to 11, I had one artist who was my all-time favorite, which was Toby Mac. I knew all of his music, all of his albums at that time, all the words to every song. I loved his stuff. I loved that he mixed alternative, a little bit of rock, hip-hop, and he did all this interesting sounds, always. And you know what? I criticized his latest album, or the album that came out in 2014. I heavily criticized it. Said, I didn't make a video on it, but to my family I said, it was probably Toby Mac's worst album. Now I feel very different about it. I think he adapted. I think it's actually a pretty good album, and the only track that I really don't like is The Elements. And that's only because of Toby Mac's rap. I think he should just try and stay away from rapping. He's not like Eminem. Eminem, the older he's gotten, the better he's gotten. Toby Mac, the older he's gotten, he should try and shy away from rap. Other than that, I think that song was great too. I loved the chorus, super catchy. I'll find the elements. Okay, sorry, probably just destroyed that song. But Toby Mac's discography is some of the best songs. Like, I'll go back and listen to them now. Like, I won't pick Toby Mac to listen to all the time because I have people I like more. Sometimes I'll pick to listen to Gavi over Toby Mac. Why? Just because I like Gavi's sound better. But to say that Toby Mac isn't amazing, good, yeah, he is. And at number 3, we have Owl City. You might see there's an album by Owl City right here. And like I said, from the age of 4 to 11, my favorite artist was Toby Mac. From the age of half 11 to probably like 14 or 15, my favorite artist was Owl City. I mean, I remember listening, I don't know if anybody else knows what this is. Tell me in the comments if you do know what this is. The Coconut Hut radio show, I remember listening to that in 2011 and hearing Angels by Owl City and absolutely loving it, adoring it. Then I heard Galaxies and I loved it even more. Now, that I didn't know about Fireflies. I didn't listen to a lot of mainstream music. It was really just Christian music for me when I was little. So I didn't know about Fireflies. But then, after I started getting obsessed with Owl City, I heard Fireflies and I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And so I bought all of his albums up until Cinematic, well, as they came out, because at that point only up to the Midsummer Station was out, and I had to. I still, to this day, know the lyrics to each of Owl City's songs. I listen to him, and every once in a while, when I need an extra spike of positivity, I'll sit down and listen to Owl City. Now, on to number 2. Number 2, which might be a little shocking, is Chris Brown. Between number 2 and number 1 was tricky because in 2018 and a little in 2017, so like probably in November, I got this kick for Chris Brown. I was listening to Chris Brown all the time. His vocals, the fact that he goes into R&B and hip hop and blends those two with such ease, I love. I mean, Chris Brown is like one of my, like, I can never fail. I can listen to his music all the time. It doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter where. If I want to relax, I can listen to Chris Brown. If I want to dance, I can listen to Chris Brown. If I'm feeling angry, I can listen to Chris Brown. I can listen to Chris Brown all the time. He is one of my favorite artists. Now, the only downfall with Chris Brown is that some of his music is a little dirtier, and I tend to do a quality control on his music. If there's any other Christians out there who have this problem, they like Chris Brown, but they want to make sure that, you know, there is some quality control on his songs, just tell me in the comments or go to my Instagram and DM me, and I will give you a list of Chris Brown songs that I found when I was having this problem of the quality control, because yeah, Chris Brown does have some iffy songs. Okay, now on to number 1, and I'm gonna be honest, I am a little bit scared of telling you guys my number 1 favorite artist of all time. I'm a little bit scared because lots of people get made fun for even liking this guy. I get made fun of by my cousins for saying this guy's my favorite artist. I get made fun of by friends, even. But I can't help it. So, number 1, we have Justin Bieber. Yes, I've said that I've loved Justin Bieber's music before on this channel. One of my first videos of me, you know, reacting to an album was Justin Bieber's Changes album. But I didn't admit that he was my all-time favorite artist. I can't help it. I love his vocals. I think they're amazing. The way that he has the ability to, like Chris Brown, very like Chris Brown, which is probably the reason that these two were so close, can ease into R&B one day, go into hip-hop the next day, and then pop the third, is amazing. Some of my favorite songs from Justin Bieber that come to my mind immediately: No Pressure, What Do You Mean, Sorry, yeah, all the lead ones, and quite a few from his new album, Running Over, At Least For Now, That's What Love Is. I have so many. I mean, I can't help it. I really do think that he is one of the greatest artists, but I mean, that's just me. Okay, tell me what you think of my list in the comments. Tell me if, you know, you agree. Maybe you don't agree. Maybe you want to make fun of me for saying that Justin Bieber is my favorite artist. Go ahead. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I got a few things coming up on there. I'm gonna start a challenge in probably like a week or something. I got a lot more content headed your way. So, till next time.